Hey.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Side Dish. For those who are the uninitiated for this, I'm Doug. This is a show about side dishes and things that aren't the main dish. Amy is behind the camera over here. Denise is over there. Together we make this craziness, and yeah, we're gonna make crepe cake. Whoa! Whoa!
Come on, guy.
Okay, so I got a confession to probably get out of the way right away. Now, I know I said I was gonna make 200 crepes, but one of you should have been like, you're an insane person. 200 crepes. This right here is 40 crepes, which means I would need to make 5 times more of this. 5 times. It would be this tall. And we would be here until episode 400. So we're going to pivot, which is fine. We're going to just make what we have, and we're going to talk about the show. This is kind of a bit of a retrospective, but also, you know, it's the same old, same old. So, yeah. Hi, Annie. Hi, everybody. Man, it's so nice to see everybody. We don't have a cocktail in mind. We're just making cocktails. Amy has a cocktail that she wants, which is a limoncello spritzer with limoncello, cava. It's supposed to be Prosecco. We don't have any Prosecco, but cava, you know, it's the same thing. And the soda water. And I've got gin and tequila and squirt and you know, stuff. And lemon juice, so.
I didn't want to tell you how to celebrate. I was so prepared to sit through a mini-hour stream to celebrate with you. Well, we appreciate that.
This is why you guys, all of you are the best. Again, we can get into it a little bit, but the idea of this is that this is not just a celebration of what we're doing, because this is not, we don't reach 200 episodes without all of you. And so, like, everybody has their role, and it is Ping makes sure that I stay on track. Deefy worries. You know, Denise grabs things for me off camera. Amy makes sure the tiny whisk is somewhere and also zooms in for me. And yeah, exactly. So today, July 13th in Reno and Sparks, Nevada, apparently has been the busiest day on the earth. We had my goddaughter Rumi's birthday party today at 10:30, which I made the PB&J cake, which was a hit.
Yes.
And I was worried last night that the first cakes that I made and the first batch of it didn't look good, and so I made my anxiety kicked in, and at 10:30 p.m. last night I made 2 more cakes and let them cool and then put them together this morning. So. Yeah, listen.
Super rude. We don't get it.
I'm sorry, but...
Did you talk about it last week?
No, not really. So basically
So let me tell
Okay.
you, folks. So it was a standard yellow cake. You made that from scratch?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know how I know? Because it was like a lovely light yellow color.
Uh-huh.
And then you made the peanut butter pie filling.
From the peanut butter pie episode.
And then you made strawberry jam ice cream.
Right. So I made a modification of our standard strawberry ice cream that we've made before. And in the ice cream itself, I put streaks of gooey jam in it. And then on the top, before I put the top cake layer.
Okay, so now wait, I wasn't done.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
So it was like cake,
No, there's no pictures, Dee.
peanut butter, cake, ice cream, cake, whipped cream frosting, drizzle of strawberry jam on the top.
Yeah. Look.
One woman was so excited about it, she didn't even wait for a fork. She just ate it with her hands.
Yeah, I cut it, and I was cutting. Listen, Deefy,
and it was ice cream cake, and it was like 100 degrees outside. So there were no pictures. There was blow out the candles, and let's get this baby cut.
Because honestly, I'm telling you, even when I was assembling, I was like, I should take a picture of this. And in the cutting of it, I thought, oh, I've got a cut. I can take a cross section. Piece. I didn't. I'm sorry.
But you know what? You should ask Lindsay and Chris to do it because he left a second one at their house.
I did. So because I'm a weirdo, and you know this. So that was one thing we did. And then our good friend Joel and Michael, they always have this kind of summer party around this time. And that also was today. And that started at 12:30. And so we went there. We were there until what, 2? 2-ish? Yeah, 2:30. And then we came home. And I had to have about a 45-minute nap so I could revitalize myself. And I made lemon curd, and the whipped cream is in there when we're ready for it, Denise. And if we need more whipped cream, we'll make it. But so that's what we're doing. We're going to start doing this in a methodology. I have a method to the madness. Now we're going to put it on our clamshell rimmed plate.
It's so beautiful.
And we were having, when you hold it up like this, I see blue in it. And we're all of this doing this move earlier where we're like,
is it blue? Is it white? Is it blue? Is it white?
It is not blue. So we're going to start with these layers. And there's again, method to my madness here. Now, let's take a look at this guy. This guy he's sort of what you would want a crepe to look like. He's got some cracks. He's a little crackly, and he's misshapen. This is like.
Do you want me to test that one for quality control?
That would be a 49-layer cake or 39-layer.
No, yeah, we can't have that. I mean, it could be like 39 Steps. Isn't that a Hitchcock movie? But anyways, like the first show, it's misshapen and a little bit rough around the edges. So that's what we've got. That's our first layer. Yeah, you can have this one. Because I think it's not going to lend very well. Can you get the whipped cream for us when you're ready?
Let's have this one.
Yeah.
Why do? Oh, because you need it for that.
Yeah. So this is also a misshapen.
But he's gonna be okay.
He's going to be okay. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I do. It's like pop culture, but I was like, oh, that dress is black and white or is it yellow and blue? So. Sorry, I keep saying so, everybody. I just can't believe that this is an actual thing that we started like in May of 2020, and just to talk to people.
Denise just dropped crepe in my water.
You guys can see what I'm seeing.
No, that's why I don't drink water.
It is a bit of a show happening on the other side of the camera that you can't see.
What are you talking about?
All right, so now, in order to not make it this tall with the layers we have, we're going to just keep it real thin. Because, again, we don't need much. And this is just that. So, like, the first episode, if you guys remember, was potato salad. If you haven't watched it, I recommend going back. We were talking about it in the car, and Amy's like, I don't think it looks what we're doing is too much different from what we did in the beginning. I was like, you should go back and watch episode 1. It looks like we're broadcasting from a cave in 1992. So.
Oh my gosh! Now I really have to go back.
So, anyways, that's kind of a thing we're doing. And then, as we kind of, I think I liked it. It was fun. It was I liked the structure of getting ready for it. I liked the chaos of everything.
I thought that's what we're doing too, Ping.
But listen,
It's all going to be good. This is going to be great.
I can only do so much. I'm only a man. But.
Well, what a man.
I mean, I appreciate that. And then Amy's suggestion was put the lemon curd in here so that we can just.
Yep. I wouldn't even spread it. Don't spread it.
Okay.
This is going to spread with that.
And then this is it. We're going to go about halfway with these. And then I'm going to throw this into the refrigerator or the freezer. And because I want it to set up a little bit so it doesn't get droopy. Crepe water, gross.
Yeah, that's a crepe.
That's right, I forgot.
It's fine.
First of all, how was everybody's week? I am a crepe. I am a weirdo, 100%. How's everybody's week been? I'm overjoyed because Amy finally came home and from abandoning me for 16 days. That's fine. I'm not bitter about it at all. I didn't start to get weird towards the end. I mean, I was already weird. I was getting weirder. I was like, I'm trapped in this giant house of ours going, well, I've gone from here to the kitchen. I've gone to the bedroom. I haven't gone to the front of the house in 4 days. I don't know what's happening.
Anything could be happening up there.
Yeah. You know, well, and it's, I mean, the only time I'd go up to the front of the house is because I had to go to work. So, do you guys, I should have probably had a episode list up in front of me so we could talk about things a little bit, but
Probably.
that's right. I'm not very good at
Most
this.
talked about episode ever
Yeah.
involved one infamous condiment. Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk. If we get going, and what is? I think episode 50. We had to talk about some things because we were like, the show needed to change slightly because I wasn't sure if we could maintain just doing side dishes. Remember, and so I think Sandor was on that episode, and he was like, the show is called Side Dish, and I was like, no, we're going to do anything that accompanies the main dish, and then that was controversial, and now nobody thinks about it. So, oh, I also did Pez's World Tour twice.
What is it?
It's in the game. It's basically there's this block called soul sand, which makes you walk slow, and then there's cobwebs that make you, if you get caught in them, it takes you a while to get out of them. The map is 10,000 by it's 5,000 or 10,000 by 10,000, the size of it. Anyways, it's around the perimeter of that where you're basically swimming one by one block on soul sand and through cobwebs. And you go around the perimeter here, and then there's another realm that you go do that on, and then another one.
Is it punishment for something?
No. You do at the end of it. You get a.
You do it on purpose?
Yeah, you do it for a prize.
Oh,
Prizes.
it's like Iron Man and
Yeah,
Minecraft.
sort of. Blue is seriously sitting back there, and he's doing this move. He's going like this. He's so funny. Yeah, so Miracle Whip episode was also fun.
You think so?
So, yeah, we're going to look at how pretty that one was. Nice and round.
Ooh, that one is nice.
I've gotten pretty good. And then again, we kind of hit our groove around 50, I think. Then we just kind of decided. We did have a discussion at one point. I think after a year, we were like, should we just keep doing this? And then we did. So, and now here we are. And we're trapped by our own success. Also, we were at, thanks everybody who subscribed in the last few days, if you're on, because we were at 199, and I was like, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. And we ended up getting, now we're at 202 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, you should probably go do that right now. Let's see. Amy just got back from Pennsylvania. How was your trip?
My trip was great. It was kind of, it was unexpected that I had so much time to go and do things, but that meant that I could go to lots of museums and historical sites, and I got to go out to Lancaster County for a day and watch the fireworks on the river, and I did so many things. Went to the Museum of the American Revolution, which does a delightful job of recognizing women in history.
It's called history, not her story.
Right.
Dorks.
Went and toured the Powell House, which is an amazing home that like the Powells owned, and everybody who was anybody went there and stayed there and was there. And
I just want to take a moment to marvel.
okay, so how many is that?
I don't know.
Cool.
1, 2. Did you really expect me to be keeping track as I was doing
Yes,
this?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I would say
Well,
this
how's
is
the full stack look versus what we have?
we got some time.
And I saw the Liberty Bell, and I
Okay.
took the tour of Independence Hall, which, I mean, wow, that's amazing. And that's like the actual building, and it's the real deal, and really cool.
Yeah. She sent me so many menu items and was like,
I did get a bit tired of that. 16 days of eating in restaurants is a bit much.
oh yeah, I can imagine.
There's only so many cheesesteaks a person can eat.
Challenge accepted.
And crab cakes. I ate a lot of crab cakes,
Yeah,
too.
I swear every picture
Love me
was
some crab
yeah.
cakes.
Welcome. If this is your first stream, perfect. Hi. So yeah, we're the stack looking great. What was I gonna say? People are like, what did you do for 16 days, Doug?
Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, what didn't I do? Which is nothing. I literally played.
Gosh, I thought you were gonna like sell those couches on Craigslist.
I know what you thought I was gonna do. I know exactly what you thought. I
So
was
we
gonna
don't leave honeydews for each other,
No.
and sometimes I regret that marital decision, but most of the time I'm happy that we have it.
do. Yeah. I know that was a thing you wanted me to do subconsciously. But then I went out
Oh
there.
no, in full consciousness,
Yeah.
I wanted to do that.
I started to look at that setup out there and realized there's not enough room for me to move things enough to get things set up in a way that pictures would be good enough for me.
I already
to
have
take.
pictures of them.
Well, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's okay.
This is why communication in relationships is important, everyone.
It's okay.
Look at this. I think this is going to be friggin' delightful.
It is.
And it's a nice novelty. Uh-oh.
I think you're good. Only two things to keep track of. Come on, guy.
Believe me, I thought that very same thing. I'm like, come on, man. No, I played a lot of Minecraft. I tried to go out and do some gardening and weeding, but the heat here was like
Do you need to go outside?
100 some degrees for like multiple days. And I can tell you, I didn't like that. I even had, I have a big gardening hat. Look how big this one is. Oh, well. It's a good platform for some more layers. But I was out there for like 20 minutes. I couldn't be out there for more than 20 minutes because it was like 105 degrees. Even with a hat on, I'm like pouring sweat. And I bought, the Gatorades were on sale. And I bought 24 of them. And I drank all 24.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. So, because I would come in and just be so, yeah. Avalon is coming along very well. We inherited, I'm not sure how we did this, but the night event at the end of the Rev, we haven't done it for the last couple, or we did one anyways. So we're in the middle of project planning for that big event. But other stuff is coming along. It's slow going because, we have 5 or 6 or 7 members, but they're the intermittent of when they're on. So I am really bad. Yeah, okay.
Maybe you should put the things like one's on the left and one's on the right. Would that help you remember? That you go back and forth and back and forth. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that I bet you, and especially since
It'd be really cold.
yeah. Oh my God, that would be really good. Since sure works for me, and so when they go out, it's like having to pick up computers and haul them around campus and stuff. So it's like very.
Where is there a Panera on campus?
There is in
Oh.
the student services building.
Oh,
It is.
fancy Lala.
Is this starting to get lopsided?
I think you need to stop pressing on it. Just let it be.
Okay. I'm really bad at this.
You're not doing any better.
No. So, yeah, I and then I did do some stuff outside, but it was not enough. And then also our garage was blazing hot too. And so, you're sitting in there and you're like, it's like I'm in an oven.
Honey, you don't need an excuse for not doing anything for 16 days. It's fine. No one's upset.
I know. I'm just saying. It was awesome. The weekends, I sort of just on
I
Sundays.
stared at the same Wyndham hotel room for 11 days.
Yeah. I can, like, the fact of the matter is traveling, unless you have some variety in your days, which you had some.
Yeah, we did.
But I would say the same view, like you said, eating out, that it does grow.
It gets old.
In terms of that, so.
Just the making of the decision.
Yeah. Of like.
But
what-
I mean, we did not have a single bad meal, and we got really lucky on like just finding, just making reservations to places, and like every place was great. And I just happened to make a reservation at that Moshulu on the river.
Yeah.
That was on the boat because I wanted to eat on a boat. And then they had the fireworks show that night.
Because you were
Like,
there,
literally-
she was there for July 4th.
Yeah,
or
for
stuff.
4th of July. So, but this was on July 3rd, but the barge was literally just on the other side of the river. So
Yeah.
it was right there.
Yeah.
And our server, after we finished eating everything, he's like, do you want to go up top and watch the fireworks? Because they should be starting soon. We're like, sure. And one of the gals I was with, she had an empty glass of wine. So he went and got her a glass of champagne. And he was like, you can't go up there without it. You need something to drink. You have to have a drink while you watch. I was like, this place is freaking awesome.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, fireworks on the river in Philadelphia for 4th of July.
Right?
Like,
The heart of America,
Yeah.
but like the redheaded stepchild, though, like, yeah, it was awesome.
yeah, I imagine. I made ribs and we ate ribs and we had strawberry lemonade ice cream, which was,
Yeah, that was good.
so it was really good. And I told Amy I had to stop eating it and like will myself to not finish the container so that she could have some. Because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I think this will be a good stopping point, considering that this
Are you
is
halfway?
what we have left. Oh yeah, we are definitely halfway.
Remember, each of your layers is a layer. Okay, yeah,
I definitely need a
I
cocktail.
could use a cocktail. So that's going in the freezer?
Yes.
Just kind of stiffen up.
So I think you can put it.
Can't you just put it right there? Did you put stuff back in there?
There is stuff back in there. I don't know. I mean, and then we progressed in this and started to get like, the behind the scenes like a little bit for this show. I don't prep very much at all. And it's not that I don't want to prep, it's that my brain works best when it's like, hey man, I'm going to give you as much serotonin and dopamine as you need to get this task done, and then I'm going to make sure that you are wiped out. And so that helps me get things done. I get hyper-focused. So As we're developing the show, I often are Saturday morning-ish, depending, or if I have something that I know is going on Saturday.
Yes.
I try and prepare a little bit, but a lot of times I make it up as I go along. I'm sure you've noticed.
It would be awesome if you would prepare.
That's part of the charm. Yeah, as much stress and anxiety as possible. It helps. It's a motivator. Okay, you want your drink?
Yes.
Is it literally just limoncello and the?
What are you asking me?
Is it just limoncello and a glass?
Didn't I send you the recipe?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, hold, please.
Oi. I think so. I was just gonna be like 1 part limoncello. Well, we'll open the cava. That'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm probably sure we told you this, but one time our friend Andrea opened a bottle of this and then marched around with the cork, like the cage off the cork, and just marched around, and the thing went and went into her. Was it here, or was it at their house?
It was here.
Yeah, and so it went into our ceiling, and it didn't puncture the ceiling, but it still was pretty damn funny.
Okay. Ready?
And this is Andrea's a seasoned drinker, so it's like how she didn't get that. Yes, my love, I can hear you. That was a weird thing. I'm sorry, I'm a weirdo.
Wow, you are a weirdo right now.
So one of the things that I've been thinking about.
Put your hand on that.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm having a hard time seeing dark things these days.
You need to go back to the eye dye.
Maybe. Well, it's gonna be fine. It's like really in the cage, or in the cork. I don't think I can get it out. This I learned. You just turn the bottle.
Bottle.
Yeah. So.
Okay, 3 ounces
Of what?
bubbly, right in the glass.
Yeah. Where is? I don't know where my measuring glasses are, but this will be. I know. Oh.
That's just a shot glass.
Oh no, it has. It's just the cheap ones I bought apparently that have gone off. So.
Yeah, this is going to be hard.
It's gonna be fine. Well, as long as it's 3 something to something.
You could just do glugs.
Yeah. I mean, let's do this shit with our heart.
2,
Now
3.
take that
That's
shot
good.
out.
Yeah. And 2 ounces of limoncello.
I mean, lemon and kava.
And some soda water.
Which I think is hilarious because it's already bubbly.
Yeah, and some ice.
Oh, it does have ice in it.
Sorry, I didn't know
Okay.
I would have put it in there.
This will be more exciting. And a lemon slice. And some mint.
I know how.
Just kidding, you don't have to do anything.
Do you want lemon slice? I can.
No.
Okay.
Pesticide lemon slice. Thank you, my love.
You're welcome. What does every? So I don't know if I've ever asked, but what does every? Hey, dogs! I'm busy here.
Oh, and a straw. Can I have a straw?
What? It wouldn't be a show if the dogs didn't freak out during the whole thing. You want a metal straw or do you want another straw?
Okay.
Here, this is a fun colored one. If you drink and are able to drink, what is your go-to cocktail of choice? Oy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Be better with champagne.
It'd be better with champagne.
Whatever.
Says this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably anything with your whipped vanilla vodka. We had I had Jello shots today at the second party we went to, but it wouldn't have been unheard of to have it at the child's birthday party either. And
That was whipped vanilla vodka Jello shots
yeah.
today.
And strawberry jello.
Yeah, strawberry Jello with whipped vanilla vodka.
And pineapple jello with coconut rum.
Also delish.
Also delish. Oh, I forgot to get simple syrup.
My straw's giving me guff.
Your straw is giving you guff.
Yep,
Well, that's not fun.
it's okay. My glass just isn't deep enough for it, so.
So, if you can remember out there in viewership land, when was your first episode that you joined us? You started watching as regularly. If it's this episode, say this episode. If not, I like that. I like to know when. I will say one thing that I really thought was sweet. One time I was on the Minecraft server where I know a lot of you from, but I said, so we were talking about the show, and Ping, who is literally been here, I think, for most of our episodes, we were talking about something, and I said, I don't really feel like, I just do this silly show. And he's like, you're like a star to me. And I was like, oh.
Aww, that's sweet.
So that was sweet. I really appreciate that.
What are you making?
Kind of like a ranch watery thing.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Well, will I ever learn? You don't watch that. Yeah. So part of our history here is that if I always have a screenshot, sometimes where Deefy will send me a screenshot of me drinking or burning myself or doing something silly. So, but
Chip beef or the raspberry sorbet? Ooh, the chip beef was so good.
yeah, the chip beef episode that I
Did
didn't.
you put?
I didn't.
Oh, good. I was like, that's not going to work out the way you want it to. Or maybe it will. What do I know?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it could be what I want. Who knows? A mess.
A mess.
I
And
am,
a mess.
as they say in the world, a hot mess. Did you get that shirt that says "This is not my first rodeo" or "This is my
It
second"?
says this is my second rodeo.
Yeah. This I saw a shirt that said "This is in fact my first rodeo," which I thought was hilarious. Oh, hey, thanks. Listen, I will tell you one thing that I think is time for me to get better at or find somebody who can help me with it is probably editing videos, because I am that if you want to see somebody with anxiety, you should watch me do that, because I do it and I'm like, no. When we went on our first cruise and I knew I had to I finished an episode, I had it on my laptop, and then I needed to upload it, so I was starting to upload it, and the cruise ship internet that we get for free was so terrible that I was like, this is not going to work. So luckily I had a USB in my work backpack that I plugged in and was able to take it to the computer lab on there. Shout out to computer labs everywhere, my homies. And I was able to upload it, and then when I was in there, I found two kind of gentlemen in their late 50s, early 60s, and they were also 3D printing enthusiasts, and they were designing some parts and going over what it's going to be and how precision, and I was like, what's happening over there? And so the three of us got to talking about 3D printing and stuff, and so that's fun.
Wait, where was this?
It was on the cruise ship.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. If I had I don't have any lime, but that's why it's going to be. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's clean. I love tequila. White liquors, I've decided I really like. Yeah.
Are they called white or clear?
I don't know.
I thought maybe you knew something I didn't know.
I mean, I probably know a few things that you don't know, but I also claim to know a lot of things that I don't. So,
Okay, you ready to start building again?
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. That was like
Street
episode
corn. What was our first episode?
potato salad.
What was our second episode? Potato salad.
I can look. I can go back onto the.
No. Nobody wants to watch you do that.
I
can look.
Oh wait, yeah, Ping. You're gonna. I'm sure you have a second monitor. Go ahead. Can you look what the first 5 episodes were and go from there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. So now this has got better structure to it, and it won't.
Better structure.
Though I do notice that these like fins curled up.
It's fine. Just keep going.
Oh yeah, street. Oh, then you've been here since the very beginning, DP. So, welcome back.
Street corn pasta. Oh, so good.
We haven't made that this summer.
It's so good.
It is.
I know we haven't made it yet, but we really should because it's very delicious.
It is.
Everyone should make that. Street corn pasta. And fry roasted corn dip,
Oh yeah,
which is not our recipe, but we did make it on here, right?
we did. We have made it on here. It's that time of the year that the corn is like being picked, and it's really fresh and delicious, and it's like nearby that it's happening, and so you're like, sweet corn is like the best. So we eat a lot of corn in the summer.
There's a lot of good things that I'm sad you haven't made recently. I'm like, ooh, coffee cake. Yeah, I like coffee cake.
I will tell you, how could you forget the funnel cake episode? I had hot oil in which the bag hit the side of it, and it started spilling out as I was squeezing it in there.
Because it melted.
Yeah, that's right. It melted off of there. Yeah. I think one of the things if I had time to go through every episode, it would be anytime that there was a possibility of an episode of
How do I remember one burn amongst the many?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I should have a short. Somebody goes through and edit a short, like a 45-second short of me just going, ah!
Potatoes O'Brien. Fire roasted corn dip, delish. Baked beans.
I'm sad we haven't had
Shrimp
another
and egg
macaroni
salad.
and cheese night.
Oh yeah, that was episode 10.
That was
I know that
awesome.
was episode 10 because it was mac and cheese was like 3 ways. I don't know. It had a clever title, and I felt really good about myself that I came up with it.
I felt very clever.
Yeah, how's that working out for you? What? Being clever? Fine.
Mac and cheese. Yeah.
So I was thinking like we should go back on some of the early episodes and like go over the ones that were not total successes where we were like, man, this is fine. It's kind of like we did Revenge of the Rice Pilaf, rice pilaf. What is that? I think that was like episode 52 or something like that. Anyways, rice dishes so far on this show have not been super great. And it's because rice takes time to do what it needs to do right. And does anybody just want to watch me just like shaking rice?
But we did arancini.
We did.
And we did a really good job. And I had arancini at Paravancini's in Colorado Springs a few nights ago. And it was so gluey.
Yeah, the ones
It was
we made,
not good.
The ones we made were good.
It was like glue, like the paste that you make for paper mache when you're a little kid.
Ooh.
It was not good.
That's bad.
Yeah,
That means that the rice they probably didn't wash.
it was overcooked or something.
That or they didn't wash the rice. Because remember, everybody, what do we know about rice? You will have to wash it before you.
Till it runs clear.
Because if you don't, you'll have super sticky rice. Now, if you're making sticky rice for like sushi or something like that. Now, sushi I want to have a conversation about first, okay? Because I want to make sure I think we should be able to make sushi on this show. What do you guys think?
What do you mean we should be able to? Like somebody's stopping us from doing that?
No, but I mean, and
You think I'm stopping you from doing it? That's what he means, folks.
No.
Amy is stopping him from doing it.
no, that is not true. Ooh,
Yeah.
man, somebody's
I
really
saw
projected.
you.
No, I think that it's like breakfast, right? Did I mess it up?
No, I think you'd. Oh, like it's not a side dish?
Yeah. It's well.
Who cares?
Chinese food. That's I want to pull the crowd. Like, do you think like I make really good stuff, guys. Like, I hate to toot my own horn, but like I make a smash burger.
People are saying yes. I say yes too. Oh, I did have a smash burger. I'm putting that in quotation marks because it was not a smash burger, and
Too
I
big.
was sad. Yeah, I was really looking forward to like those crispy edges.
Yeah.
No crispy edges.
What?
No, it was sad.
Because I think keeping in the spirit of what we're doing is this.
Costco has sushi grade fish for cheap.
Okay, thank you.
Sold.
I'm gonna have to get some. But like, I feel like we're at a point in time where sometimes I'm grasping for straws at like what we should do for an episode because it's like, oh, we're gonna do a variation on a thing we've already done. Would you rather that or just make a smash?
Well, you still have
burger?
never made German potato salad, and that was a request from day one.
Yeah, well, that's mostly to spite one of my oldest friends. So I mean, I think like, look, I think we talked about this.
When I go to eat sushi, I don't really think of any part of it as the main.
Right, exactly. It's like a smorgasbord. Ooh, we haven't even talked about smorgasbords of things. What is it? What, somebody look up what a smorgasbord actually means.
I went to a smorgasbord
What?
when I was in Lancaster County. I didn't tell you that. It's a buffet. It just means a collection of food.
Right, but I was the one of the things I mean here is like potluck.
It was called Shady Maple Smorgasbord, a Dutch
Shady maple.
Shady Maple, like a funeral. That's what funerals are called.
I was thinking more like the Dutch are shady.
It was like a
Whoa!
Pennsylvania
did-
Dutch.
did he
Have
guess?
you eaten there? Was it Shady Maple? Yes. Yes.
See, bringing this show brings people together. Speaking of all,
Pennsylvania
stories that have
Dutch
weird things to tell you.
smorgasbord.
That's amazing.
I ate shoe fly pie. I did not like it.
What did it taste like? Was it just like molasses?
It's molasses and too much. For me, this is saying something. Too much pie dough.
What?
No.
Who the hell are you? This is not my wife, everybody. She's a simulacrum. But talk about coincidences and things. So today we are at the second party, and we are sitting amongst a group of people
Oh, yeah, this
who
was
we
awesome.
do not know. And one of the gals says something about, she's like, oh, I'm from the 49th.
Oh, we were talking about, I was telling them about my Pennsylvania
Oh,
trip.
that's right.
And she was like, we don't have much history on the West Coast. She's like I'm from the 49th state. And then she's like, Alaska. Like, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Doug's from Alaska, and pointed to him. And then she goes, well, I'm from Kenai. And I'm like, Doug is from Kenai.
I went, what the fuck did you just say? Excuse my French, but. So it was a thing that was completely random. I know she like talked about like I'm from Kenai proper. There is an area that's called Nikiski, that's the town, and then there's but people who live there forever call it the North Road because it's or North Kenai in that area. So it was insanity, and so we just like just you know these people, and then I told her my name, and she's like, "You guys."
She
had
named the
she's
restaurant
"You
that
guys
his
had the
grandfather
restaurant."
had.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yes, we did." And
What was that restaurant called?
Bookies?
Oh, just Bookies.
Yes, I come by this. Like Amy often says that if we hadn't met, I would have gone back to Alaska.
Oh, you totally
and I
would've.
would be running the restaurant.
Yeah,
in
you
Anchorage,
would.
So,
You'd be in Anchorage. I know it.
but
So many blinks.
Oh, Lindsay
Looks good here.
sent something.
Oh, I bet she sent pictures. I asked her to send pictures of the pie.
Oh,
You got these. Okay, let's see.
that's not. I mean, it's not a picture of the actual slice, though. That's fine.
No.
That's fine. Well, I'll just have to make it on air, I guess.
I darn.
So, anywho, yes, that gal was from Kenai, and she. So, how far away was where she was saying to your parent, to your? Is it just grandparents?
The homestead?
Yeah,
Not very far.
because she said her parents homesteaded there too.
Yeah. So they.
So, right in that same area.
Yeah, I mean it's around. They're not very far away. I mean, but it used to be. You'd go out there, and it's like. It was the boonies, and I mean now,
It is the boonies.
Yeah, still is. But I took you out to that homestead.
Yeah.
once. Yeah, it's crazy. So
It was a family restaurant, yes.
Yes.
Called Bookies. But then his grandfather also had
he.
a hamburger joint
Yeah.
called Weebies in Anchorage. Was there more than one?
There was, but then there was Weebies on O'Malley and Weebies on Spenard, and
But both in Anchorage.
yeah, but there was. So he had Bookies was like a diner, like it was a drive-in diner type of a thing.
Drive-in?
You could drive in. That's what they called it. They literally called it the drive-in for the longest time. But not when I was alive. They didn't go out to cars.
Oh, okay.
So
But at one point it had that?
maybe I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I just know they used to call it the drive-in. How about that?
But it was a go-in and sit-down
Yeah.
family place.
And again, there are, I think I've said this before, but there are certain things from my childhood that are like ingrained in my memory that I can tell you the layout of that restaurant and the layout to the original house I had, like without.
The house in Old Town?
Yeah. Like I can tell you exactly how.
She was sad about Old Town.
Yeah. Well, it's not as nice as it used to be, I guess. Well, no, they got the big native hospital there now. So. It's down the road from the house, or where the house is. Anyways, this is very.
Isn't that where the
exciting.
Russian Orthodox Church was too?
It's that's still there. Yes, it's still
Okay.
there. But if you ever go to Alaska and go to Kenai, let me know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know some cool spots. But I grew up basically, with food around me almost all the time. When we would come, my mom worked there because when I was a child, and I think I've said this, for a lot of years, we were really poor, like government cheese poor. And so like my mom worked there, and then that's how we ate sometimes, a lot of the times. And look at this.
Honey, this is looking great.
Look at this
I'm so
beast.
impressed. How many left?
Not very many.
Okay.
We're right on time, everybody.
Sweet.
And so like he would feed us, and then he would give us ice cream every day. So, like a grandfather should. And, well, look how much, okay, so
So you're like halfway with that?
look how
It's
much,
about halfway.
yeah, that's crazy. Because this is like over a cup. This is like 2 cups worth.
It's more than that.
Well, whatever
That's
it
3
is,
cups.
we put a lot of it
But I
out
think
there.
that's a good idea. Do you think that was not enough? What do you think, Denise? The lemon curd? Yeah.
Good. You don't know about government cheese? So in the 80s, to subsidize dairy farmers in the United States, the government bought a ton of milk and cheese from them because there was an issue with the farming at that point, and so to subsidize them, they bought it. And because of that, they had surpluses of cheese. And if you were low income and in need of it, you got government cheese, and it came in a giant wheel, and that wheel you used forever. And you would literally, I remember this is how I knew that you could just cut the mold off of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had such a big cheese wheel that you had to cut around all the cheese mold for the longest time. So that is, anyways, so food has always sort of been a thing in my life. And my mother grew up on a homestead in which she was the oldest child. So basically helped raise all the other children and learned to cook all these low income meals because again, they basically lived on a farm. And so whatever you had, that's what you made, right? So at my mother's service, my sister gave a very nice speech where she talked about the aspects of like all of what her children got from my mother, and I have inherited her hosting and cooking, and so that's why I feel like this is in my wheelhouse because of that. Oh, before we move on, before we put the like final layer on, which we have a couple to go here. Oh, we only have 2.
Well, why don't you do those, and then we'll put it back in here for a couple of minutes while we do that.
Okay. So I think I'm pretty happy with the consistency in which I made the shapes.
Yes,
the whole thing.
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yes. So I wasn't here for the crepe making. How did you measure them with a scoop or something? So you had the same amount of batter?
I did a quarter of a cup to start, and then I got the scoop out, which I used this scoop, which is number 16.
Okay.
And that's pretty good if you get it full.
Tiny whisk just wiggled.
Tiny whisk. Ooh. Brownie cookie dough fudge sundae. My God. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, it's the crepe
Heating up
making.
the crepes evenly.
Yeah.
So on camera, I don't know if it looks like this to everybody, but from what I'm looking at, it looks like it's higher on the right-hand side. But when I look at it straight on, it is not.
It is.
So it's just something with the
It is dome.
angle, maybe.
I think it is. Is it even? I mean, it's even.
I mean, it's even. Yeah.
It is doming a little bit, but yeah. So the crepe making in the pan is like basically the technique that I used was you just put it in there. You have the tiniest bit of butter. You do not need very much because you don't want it to be too much because as Denise saw. And everybody who watched that episode saw, if you use too much butter, the crepe batter swims in it.
Oh.
And it does not adhere to the bottom. It doesn't make a contact with the bottom of the pan, or the pan, I should say, not the bottom of it.
But you are kind of frying these.
You kind of are, but just, I mean, in spirit, yeah. So I'm not going to put lemon curd on the top. I'm not going to put anything on the top.
That's the last one?
That's it.
Is it the prettiest one?
I mean, it's like a metaphor for this show. It's rough around the edges. It's sort of symmetrical.
But that's what it's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to like try to make it look nice with whipped cream all around or anything like that.
You want to be able to see everything.
Yeah.
The layers.
I think maybe you should put.
And like I said, it's also dense. and
Yes, it is dense.
And
That's why I'm a little worried about you cutting it.
it's sweet and tart. Like us.
It's what?
Sweet and tart.
Which one's sweet? Which one's tart?
I mean, I'll let the viewership decide on that.
Perfectly imperfect.
That's exactly.
Yes,
That's what this show is all about. That's why it says preparing for chaos, because we don't know what's going to happen. That is part of the charm of this. It's the reason I would rather do a live stream than do a pre-recorded episode, because there's no life. I feel like I just feel stilted in those pre-recorded. It's like if somebody was here and I had an audience to play to while we were doing that and recording it that way, that might be better. But otherwise, it's just me going, okay, well, I guess I'll do the next step, and I don't feel as enthused. It's this back and forth that really makes this show exactly what it is.
Okay, so one of the things, so I went to a couple different Amish farms. Mm-hmm. This one is called Misty Creek, right?
Misty Creek.
Yeah. And so it's a goat farm. And I met Amos and his family. And they make this goat milk caramel. So show the label. So just in case anybody is interested. I'm pretty sure they ship.
And also, if you can get to Lancaster County and we need more of this, you can
Exactly. So try it, babe. Did you already try what scooped on you?
No. I don't think so.
So good.
Ooh, that's good. I can taste the goat's milk.
Really?
I can. Because I really like goat cheese, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Pass.
you know what's good about it? Is I know that you're like what you were saying about the tang, and there's not a lot of tang, but there's that distinct goat's milk flavor that is really good and balanced with the sugary caramel.
Yeah.
It's really,
There's
really good.
literally only 3 ingredients in this.
Yeah. So, I really like it. Yeah, it's goat's milk, pure cane sugar, and baking soda. So,
Isn't it good?
it is good.
Yeah.
Nope. I just take it.
Ah, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go. What happened to my bell?
It's just sitting on the left side of our dresser.
Oh yeah, I get the goat's milk.
Yeah, it's not like really. It's not tang. It's just.
I didn't taste it until the aftertaste.
Let's see. How would I describe it? It's not tangy. It's
Umami.
yeah. I think it's like an umami like flavoring to it. It's really.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry. There's not reindeer coming. It's just Amy.
But
Well,
look at
you
this.
two are
This thing
cool.
is so cool.
This.
So we also went to a harness shop. Look at how pretty that is.
All handmade leather and sewn. These bells, I mean, they probably cast the bells.
So that was
They look amazing.
Amos's cousin, Thomas, his harness shop.
I mean-
I want to hang that from a door and teach our dogs to ring the bell when they want to go outside.
Gus knows how to do that.
Does he?
Yeah.
And then Woody ripped the bell off the ball.
Well, Woody's a special boy.
Yeah.
Perfectly imperfect. Ooh. He's like, what is that, Mom? So, yeah, I think going forward, we're just going to kind of come up with some things. Because realistically, I could make smash burgers. But I could just make them this big and we can call them smash sliders. I mean, what's the difference? So if I'm going to make them this small, I might as well make a big sized one and we call it good. And we can get, the majority of this show will still be about side dishes. But really, at this point, we're just dishing, right? That's what we're having a conversation. We're dishing, we're having a good time. So on the side of it, we're making food. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing from the rest of this, who knows how long. I can't believe it's been literally 200 episodes is insane.
How are you going to cut this cake? Are you going to cut it with a bread knife?
You're gonna get the electric knife out.
Are you?
She read my mind.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to finish your thing, and yeah. And you were
start
like,
by stabbing it down the center.
but yeah, I'll get the bread knife and do that.
You mean the electric knife?
What did I say?
Bread knife.
Yeah, I'll use the big one. Anyways, this is a journey because it's been an amazingly thing, like to find an audience that like will go with you on a weird like thing is kind of an invigorating thing to like you. It's validating to a creative process.
What do you say? Oh, Denise's second guessing the electric knife.
Well, it's
I
good.
would say just taking your vegetable knife and going straight down. That sucker's thin and sharp. But you can try this one first.
No. Well, now you got me second guessing myself.
I'm just thinking the motion of the
Excuse me,
blades
Blue.
might wiggle the crepes.
It might.
It might. I have to wash this. I could sharpen it, but I'm probably not going to. So, 200 episodes, May 2020.
What happened to your yellow rose of Texas?
It's right here. It's laying on the
Behind the
chicken's
chicken.
bed. Oh, it was suggested that we make little hats for the chicken, and that every so like he would be wearing a different hat like every so often.
Who suggested that?
I don't remember, but I do think it was somebody who's in the crowd. But they said maybe little hats for the chickens so it wouldn't see that.
So it wouldn't seem so menacing.
It really does seem like a change. It's not great, especially with the big blade on it. It really seems more dangerous than it is. So I don't want.
Is there always a double blade on an?
Yes, because it's oscillating. That's a big word.
I just feared that the oscillating would oscillate the crepes right off the
Well, so I was concerned when I was going to cut the cake at the birthday today because it was frozen. And I thought it was not going to go through. But it did go through because it was firm.
Was it that knife? You took your own knife?
No, I don't know
okay.
what knife I had, to be perfectly honest with you at this point. Today has been a blur.
But a successful blur.
Yeah. Ryan said it, I think. Yeah, that's right. I knew somebody had said it.
I think you should drizzle a little something on there.
Well, I was going to cut a slice of it. I was going to cut a slice of this, and then when it's laid on its side, and also I don't think those plates are going to work.
Okay, we have bigger plates.
Yeah.
Is that what you need?
Yes. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Hi, John.
Are you gonna put it on the?
Yeah, I mean, look, we made some.
Just flip it.
Oh yeah, and you can see the imperfections. Oh my God!
Guys, yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Okay, I don't want to lie to you, but if there was one thing that encapsulated the chaos of the show, is that the influence of my wife to do something is really strong, and when she says flip it, I didn't hesitate to do so, and then I almost ruined all of that work, which.
Nah, you could have just stacked it back up.
I mean, I could have, but it would have.
But okay, so now wait, because that does foreshadow trying to get this knife through it.
No.
It's kind of wiggling.
It is kind of wiggling. But you just have to put some downward pressure. Oh my God.
Huh? No, it's squeezing out.
Cake sniffers.
You hate it when I call you that.
Okay.
I'm thinking the electric knife might be the way to go.
I don't know.
Let's see. We have a lot of opinions here. What do we have?
No!
Rain. Not my fault. Cake flip. Needs more hands.
No.
Oh, yes. Need to skewer it like they do with the pizza toppers.
I don't have a skewer.
Sure we do.
No.
We don't have any bamboo skewers.
Oh. Okay, fine. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. There's a certain.
You do need to skewer. Okay, hold on. This is serious anxiety.
Everything was going so perfectly.
You think what?
The second piece will be wasted.
Yeah. Do we have skewers in here?
I don't know.
Okay, stop cutting.
No, I got it.
You got it.
So, I think there's a couple of observations I would like to make once Amy gets back, but we'll get there. First of all, this is a ridiculous thing.
I know, and they're making them on cooking shows all the time.
Quick now, take a picture before I chop up the rest. Thank you, Deefy. Except now the whole thing is shifted, and the bottom is like in one. Okay. Oh my God, everybody. So much for freezing it helping. You guys like this? This is great content. Okay, do you want me to skewer yours?
What do you mean?
Take the one that I.
I don't think I need that much.
It's one slice of cake.
Can I just have half of your one slice?
No.
I'll take your one slice.
Do you want me to skewer?
I do think you
Nope.
should skewer it.
Okay.
I think that was a great idea.
So, boop.
I think that is unnecessary. What are you even doing?
Well, I'm just, I don't know. I'm having fun. And then a little drizzle.
Oh, yeah. We do know how many layers now. Now it's 50.
Perfect. Okay, now, so skewer.
Straight down. In a couple places, just to kind of keep the whole thing together.
I say you really create chaos, and now try the electric knife.
Yeah, DP says skewer the cake, not the slice. Yes.
Okay, everybody. I know that this show is a group effort. Oh my god. Yeah, fine. I'll let you backseat drive. Okay, do you want me to try this?
I mean, why not? Let's see what happens.
I mean, embrace the chaos, I say.
Yeah. You have enough space
I
and enough play
who knows?
on the knife?
Yeah, we'll switch.
Okay. Let's do it. I bet DP loves how you just put your hand right next to that knife. There's also a suggestion of more skewers.
You're all right.
Oh, Lord. This will probably work.
This is probably going to work. Listen.
DP weeping. No, that worked.
I know it
And
did.
it wiggled way less than we thought it would. Yeah. That was good.
Well, maybe it's because the skewer is also there, too.
Couldn't hurt.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
Well, maybe I think this side might.
Maybe...
Oh, yeah, okay. Woo!
What just happened?
Nothing. I'm good. I got all my fingers.
What happened? You look very worried, exciting.
Well, what I was
Doug flinging knives.
what I was worried about is that it was not.
I saw that. She said, I totally saw that, sir.
You saw nothing. You saw nothing. You want just a little drizzle? That's it.
Yes. Perfect. Look at you, fancy guy. Could you take the skewer out? I don't need skewer cake.
Yeah, just leave it in. You can eat it like a steak on a stick.
like a steak frite, which is another. I literally just pulled it out the side.
So there's going to be wood chips in here, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
I like the way Denise is eating it.
Just with her fingers?
Yeah, she just like peels some layers off and then eats them like a little crepey pizza.
Yeah, I like that idea. A Ryobi branded cake saw? Yeah, sign me up. with it being wireless, or not wireless, with a battery, so you can just like. I mean, I
there you
probably
go.
could have used something that was very similar to that. I have a tool. The ultimate cake pop. Okay. This is the most ridiculous thing I've done in a while. Down goes Fraser. What's wrong with a turkey knife? It gobbles too much? Anyways, sorry about that terrible joke. How is it?
It's good.
But,
No but.
oh, it sounded like a butt was coming.
Oh,
Like
do
maybe
you have a butt?
like too much crepe, not enough filling.
That might be true. But I don't know how you would keep it all together.
I don't know.
I think I prefer a
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look,
This is nifty.
this is a thing in which it is, I think, like, this is one of those trendy things that people...
It's for looks.
And it's fine. I mean, I'm gonna take a bite of this as well, like this. Ooh, I like this.
Looks like crepe pizza.
Oh! Yeah, there we go. They are, but, you know, that's why wood is fiber. Eating wood chips is just fiber, right? Oh. And I've got a Liberty-based drink, so...
Yeah. It tastes good because everything that went into it was good on its own. Yeah, maybe the filling a little thicker, but I agree with Denise. Like just a crepe with lemon curd and
Yeah.
whipped cream
It's
would
so
be
bad.
amazing.
And also, like, we had them individually, and they're warm.
Yeah.
And it was way better. Like, you know, what's better than, like, if we keep it in the same family, what's better than a nice, delicious, warm, fluffy pancake with butter and syrup on it? Same thing with the crepe. I mean, these are fine cold,
Yeah.
but I prefer it standalone.
This batter is really good cold. Because we ate that ugly one and it was good.
These are John's crepes. He was nice enough to send me the recipe. So, I mean, listen,
This is good though.
oh yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do something fancy and impress your friends, make a peanut butter and jelly cake. If you want to do something that is a little bit dangerous and looks like this, you should make one of these. But of the 2 cakes that I've eaten today, the PB&J cake was better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, well, we did it. We're 12 minutes over, which is, you know, that's great. Especially since we were just stacking crepes. And bullshitting. So, I guess we'll end it. I mean, just this episode. So, next week...
End it.
Next week, who knows what's going to happen next week? Escalate the cake. I don't. If you have suggestions, let me know. You can email them at sidedishcooking@gmail.com. Any comments and things, keep them to yourselves unless they're good. And, or you're going to be sassy and say I look like a ghost mate. And we love you. Seriously, thank you for this journey. It's been amazing with you. And we love you like so much. So, remember that do the things that are fun and be kind and be loyal. Do something nice for somebody next week. We love you incredibly so much. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week. Bye.